What's up, baby? What's going on, man? Your boy EQ. Got my camera kind of high today, so oh man, it's been great, man. I've been kind of relaxing a little bit because I'm in a position now where let me let this down a little bit for you guys, man, so you can kind of. I'm not a tall guy. I am, but I ain't. So let this down so you guys can see my chalkboard there. Today, man, I'm giving people help. Believe it or not, I get more emails, about detailing, don't get me wrong, because that's just what I do, dog. But finances. Oh, Lord. People keep asking me these questions, and Mr. Jones, it's so much I want to do, but I don't know how to get myself out of debt in order to get there. Been there and done that, man. Did you know, I think it's like 49%, and it hasn't went down. I am amazed. About 49% of Americans don't even have $500 in their account, just in case of an emergency. If an emergency pop up that you needed $500, 49% of Americans, or it may be right around that 44 to 49%. It's been a minute since I read that, but I was reading Wall Street Journal, and it hasn't moved. That's incredible. One of the richest nations in the world, and we're over 40% don't have $500 in their account if an emergency pops up. Think about that. That's sad. So what does that tell you? Number one, people are living way above their means. Way above their means. Let me enlighten you on something. Credit cards is not an emergency account. Credit card is debt. It's not an emergency account. So get that out of your head. Do I use my credit cards? Yes. I run a business, so I write that off on taxes. But if I can't pay it off in 30 days or 23 days on one of my credit cards, I had to pay it in 23 days. One's 30, the other one's 23. If I can't pay it off by the deadline, I don't swipe it. That's how I keep my credit score at an 803. That's right, I said it. 803. I remember when my credit score was a 5 something. I sucked before I learned about finances. And it ain't that society did this to me and society did that to me. Nope. I watched a lot of TV. They was telling me, oh, you need a new car. Hey, start this car. Start the new year in with a new car. Hey, you should buy these kind of clothes, these name brand clothes. Gucci, Louis Vuitton. I want to be Michael Jordan. So I'm going to buy his shoes. $200-something shoes. I can't blame society for what I did to myself. So you can ask anybody to know me. I tell you, the situation that I got myself into, I blame no one but me. Let me tell you something. Debt is easy to get into, but it's hell to get out of. Sign your name only takes you about, 5 seconds? To get out of debt, sometimes it takes you a lifetime. Think about that. So the first thing we're going to talk about is live within your means. Let's say you got a place, and I know everybody want to live in a safe environment, especially if you got kids. Or, like me and my wife, I want to make sure my wife is safe. But if you're paying, let's say, $2,000 a month, we're just going to throw a number out there. Because Lord knows it's higher than that in New York. $2,000 a month. But you only making about $1,500 a month. So you $500 in the hole already. In other words, you minus $500 because you're only making $1,500, but your rent is $2,000. You see what I'm saying? So you want to stay in a place where you can have something left over. You want to try to stay out of the negative. Try to get to the plus. I remember when I first started budgeting, I was like $1,000 over. No kidding, $1,000. I was like, damn, how am I supposed to do anything with that? And the reason I was $1,000 over, I wasn't paying attention to what I was spending. I was spending, watch this. My favorite place was Subway every day for lunch. $2,000 a year on Subway. I'm not kidding you. I'm not lying to you. That's what I was spending on Subway. $2,000 a year. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. 5 years, that's $10,000 on sandwiches. And how? You there? That don't make no sense. $10,000 doggone a year. Man, you could easily put that $10,000 on your house and try to pay it off, or put $10,000 on a house to get you a house. That was on me, not paying attention. All right? Number 2, your needs versus your wants. Those are two different things, people. They're two different things. For lunch, you and your girls, or you and your dudes, or you and your homies go out to lunch. Man, where we gonna go eat at? That's a want. That's not a need. I know you need to eat, but you can bring a lunch like I do. Even though I'm in a financial stable situation, I take a lunch every day. And now I'm a vegan. I really eat healthy. I've been a vegan for over 2 months now. Thanks to my baby looking out for me, making me eat healthy. You go, girl. But you got to understand, need versus want. You don't need a new car unless you pour more money in your car than what it's worth. But you still don't need a new one. You can go get a used one. That's just what you want, not what you need. Number 3, you need an emergency fund. What I just got through telling you guys at the beginning of this video, over 40% of Americans don't even have $500 in their account just in case of an emergency. If something happened that costs you $500 emergency, 40% of people can't even afford it. And that's sad. Not that they can't, but they haven't. They say you're at least supposed to have $1,000 in your account, on your emergency account. That means you don't dig into it. But sometimes people can't afford that. Trust me, I understand. I didn't grow up with royalty. So you put away what you can until you can get $1,000 up. In some cases, $1,000 may not be enough, so you add, and once you get your $1,000 up, you just add your $25 on payday to that $1,000. Don't touch it. That's your emergency fund. And just what it is, emergency. So that way when something pop up, you don't have to dig into your savings account. You got your emergency fund. Understood? Now, number 5, paying off debt. You're a slave to the lender. When somebody tell you that you owe me $321 every month, you're a slave to the lender. He got you, dog. Come on to the plantation. He got you. He got you. Like Wanda say on Living Color, I got you. Hey. He got you, dog. So, you have to pay off this debt, man. Pay it off. But do you go broke paying off debt? No. You pay way more or over the minimum payment. Just because your credit card say, oh, you only owe us $58. Your balance is not going down if you don't understand this. You're just paying interest. Your balance is still the same. And the next month it's going to be higher. Come on, people. Work with me. Pay off your debt so you can add more to your savings. Right now, when you're in debt, your money, you paying money to lose money. Because you're not making any money paying them. But if you put in your savings account with a pretty good interest rate, your money is making money. All right? Have a multiple stream of income. I've talked about this before. Man, they got so many gimmicks now that you can do for people. You got, what do you got out there, man? You got fast food restaurants that's hiring. I know I ain't flipping no burgers. Boy, you tell me what kind of burger you want. You want mayo on that burger? If I'm in a situation, I'm going to do what I got to do. You got Lyft, you know, the driving thing. You go pick up people and take it. You got like Grubhub, or Hub Grub, whatever you call them. You go deliver food for people. You doing this all in your car. They paying you to do this. They doing, I mean, you can go online and start your online business like myself. I mean, I sell EQ chemicals. And may I say, they're doing pretty good. Thank you. Thank you for my man, Leonard. He's always ordering from out of Florida, man. I appreciate you, Leonard. Another guy orders out of Texas. I can't think of his name. I think it's Tim. He orders out of Texas all the time. I really appreciate that. And you can ask these guys. I get your order out quick. You know, I got the smell goods now that I make up in my garage. You guys can order, just inbox me. I tell you how this stuff works and how you use it. Because I took my BMW to get service. And even the service guy, no kidding, he said, man, what do you got in your car? I mean, it ain't too strong. I mean, it's just right. And I sold him some. I'm a seller. I carry my products everywhere in a bag, in my trunk. You want some? I got you. Hey, I got you. You know? So, have multiple streams of income. There's no excuse for you not to have multiple streams of income. It's so much out there. The only excuse that you're going to tell me is you're lazy. Y'all know I'm right in your face with it. Boy, you're lazy. You know, like in a living color, like, oh boy, you say, man, how many jobs you got? 2? Is that it? By God, son, you're lazy, man. I got 13 jobs, man. 13. Nowadays, man, people talking about the economy doing so good and all that. People, they're creating jobs, but the jobs is not even able to pay a minimum wage, a small home payment. Don't let that fool you. Because experts say right now, people have to work 2 jobs to make ends meet. But they're creating a job. The economy is doing so good. Start reading, man, the journal. Don't believe what you hear on TV. Oh, the economy is doing so good. Yeah, for rich people. I ain't rich and you ain't rich. We got to work 2 or 3 jobs, man, just to make ends meet. But I digress. But that's it, man. If you guys live beyond your means, needs versus wants, use a budget. Use your budget sheet. Write it down. Use your spreadsheet. Scientists say you compute more and you remember more if you write it down on pad or pencil and paper versus if you put it on the computer. That's just scientists, dog. I read all the time, and I like scientists. They bring forth proof. They bring forth proof. Just saying. I always have you an emergency fund, because emergency will arise. Newton's law. What may go wrong, will go wrong. Pay off your debt. Get rid of it, man. If you pay off your debt, you're going to call me and say, yeah, I paid it off, Mr. Jones. What? Yeah. Have multiple streams of income. I don't care if you sell frozens. Take that frozen money, pay on your debt. Have a yard sale, because I'm about to have a huge one this summer. Well, this spring. Summertime is too hot. This spring, we're going to have a neighborhood yard sale. I'm getting rid of most of my stuff in my shed. I got table saws. I got pressure washers. I got all type of carpentry stuff that I no longer use. I used to do a lot of carpentry work myself, but now I got a crew that do it for me. So I try to stimulate the economy by hiring that crew. And how? You do it. But that's it, guys. That's my thing, man. Write these down, man. Live within your means, needs versus wants. Use a budget, emergency fund, paying off debt, and have multiple streams of income. That's what I did, man, to get in my situation. You know? And that's what I teach. People ask me. So I used to give information out, just give it to you. But I only give it when people ask. Because most people, They're not going to investigate it. They're not going to dig into it and read it themselves. They want you to tell them. Honestly. Give them a book. Most people won't read it. See, I'm a reader. I read all the time. See, I don't want to know what happens, you know. Here's what I did when I got rich. No, I want to start from here. The mistakes you made before you got there, so I won't make them. You feel me? All right, man, that's my education for the day. I hope that helped you guys, man. James and all you guys out there, New York. I know you guys trying to get out of debt, man. Been there and done that. Trust me, I hated it. I did. I hated it, man. Every time I get paid, I had $20 left over. Most people use a slave mentality. Long as my bills paid. That's an excuse to tell you I can't save money. I'm just being honest with you. I tell it like it is. You know? All right, man. I got to get in here and drink me some coffee. I'm off today. And I'm off tomorrow for the post office, too. So y'all ain't got to worry about me delivering your bills. But Wednesday, I'll be bringing them bills to your dog. Because you know you want them. Deuces.